Sophie's the sidekick, wagging her tail. In the land of pixels, she'll never fail. Gamers unite under Christmas lights. In this corner of Twitch, everything's alright. 8 bits of cheer, Sophie's near. Building worlds with holiday gear. Stream it loud, let the joy ignite. Christmas coding with 8 bits.
Good morning, everyone. 8-Bits here with a happy Sunday. Yes, it is Sunday, I think. Oh. All right, so not much in game news has occurred since yesterday, but that's okay. I spent most of yesterday working on the game. I think it's come along, like, since I started this thing. This one has come a long, long way, and I'm pretty happy with it. I've been trying to get like feedback from different people and playing it on the web browser. Oh, I need to get that on there. Let me do that. All right, there we are. Let's do. How about RPG? There. Now we'll pin it. Oops. There we go. So tomorrow, we're just kind of calling it now. So tomorrow is going to be the end of the game. It'll be the final day, and we'll be able to close off that 3-month project, right? And it'll be short. It'll have some little bugs, I'm sure. But overall, I don't think it'll be bad, right? I'm trying to think of if I have time still to try to add maybe a second quest in. I think that'd be kind of fun. All right. Outside of working on the game yesterday, what did I do? I played a little bit of Warhammer 40K Chaos Gate. It's getting pretty hard, like some of the missions, and it's just because I have a whole bunch of guys injured. But that's about it. All right, what else do we got? Anybody playing any fun games lately? And I'm trying to look to see what is coming out. I've heard a little bit about Star Rapture. I don't think there's much coming out this month. No, not a whole lot, right? Oh well. Yeah. All right, I think we're going to go ahead. We'll just drop in, take a look at the game. We'll run it, and we're going to play it for a little bit. Try to see if we can identify anything that needs to be changed, and I think it'll be good, right? There we are. Who was it? Oh, was it yesterday? Yeah, yesterday Conrad was talking about the camera having a little delay to it. I had already there, but I didn't have it set real high. So now when you move and you run through, the camera's got a little bit of a LURP system to it. And I think that works out pretty good. Alright, so when you first joined, it had said, oh, it's such a long time since you were in the pub. Why not grab some food and like a job, right? Now to initiate conversations, they are E. And I like this. And it's probably just going to be the way it is, but I like it. So the text box that pops up, the font to it, and it looks good here. I've been having a little bit of trouble, and I've been working with the font just a little bit to try to make it look a little nicer in browser play, because it changes my font just a little bit. Oh, let's get a job. Rats. Silly vermin are taking over the cellar. They come in from the marsh down south. What can I do to help? It would be great if you could wipe out a few of those vermin. Oh, vermin. Hold on. I misspelled it, apparently. Let's go back to the beginning. All right, so vermin has an I in it. And I think, how did I spell it? Got a problem then solving to be compensated if you are for it. What kind of work? Rats. There. I did misspell it. Vermin. Needs change to vermin. With an I. Okay. Let's see. Can I do to help? Would be great if you could wipe out a few of those vermin. How about we accept? Excellent. The cellar door is in the corner. It's over in the corner. Be careful down there. I think I need to make it maybe just a little darker in the basement, right? So if the cellar needs to be a little more dark. So let's do just light in room, interior in the basement. Okay. I also fixed it so you can't spam the buttons. I didn't realize that was there. until it got shown to me, and I was like, oh, I didn't make it check for itself. Alright, so we have a working quest log. It's not great looking, but I think it'll work. Right? But it gives you the description, it talks about the objectives, it gives you a progress, and what you're going to get for it. Oops. What else? I know today we're working on, these are still on my list, so we're going to take them and make objects out of some of this stuff. I did change it so that your stamina bar, which is a little blue bar, replenishes when you're not in combat. That was one of the main feedbacks. They're like, oh, you know, every time you go in, if your stamina bar is empty. Is he taking damage? Oh yeah, he's taking damage. I need to run. Inventory, apple. I even now have a death sequence, so if you happen to die, you will respawn back in the beginning of the tavern. I guess we should test that too. Right? Right. I wonder if while you're doing like this combat back and forth, right, if it shows like a little number that pops up over you on how much damage you took and how much damage you do. So like a little number above the enemy and a little number over you. All right, let's die on this one. Oh, so close. There it goes. Okay, so there's a little death animation. You fall down. And then it says, oh, what a crazy dream I just had. Glad that didn't really happen. And now you're back here. And your quest is still there. And you get to start over. Like, go back out. I've been increasing the number of NPCs as well. All right, this should be 10. Nine. All right, before we go turn the quest in, I need to go and check to see if this will acknowledge that I don't have enough rat tails yet. So, adventure, ruin, what can I do for you? Need a job. So, when you return, you still have to go into need a job. I was struggling trying to get it to show up in the list, like a check balance thing, right? So it says, oh, if you've already started the quest, then when you come here, you can talk about quest. But I think just need a job is fine. You're back. Did you clear out those rats? Yes, I have all the rat tails. Turn in the quest. Doesn't look like you've gotten enough of them yet. Come back when you have 10. All right. Oops. All right, so that should be 10. And they are set to respawn about every 3 to 5 minutes. Now we're going to look at our inventory. It's not showing me the gold here. It's supposed to. Inventory gold. Showing. Okay. Start talking. All right, so now it's there. I know the gold shows up inside the shop, so let's take a look there. We should have 100 gold now. We started with 50. It didn't remove the items. Quest did not remove the items. Welcome in, Q. How you doing this morning? So, quest did not remove the items from inventory. So we need to fix that too. I think we'll buy that. I could use a burger. I think that's good. How about a fish? All right. I want to see if I can cheese it for a minute. So it didn't remove the items, right? If I come back in here and I say, need a job. Oh, I've got a problem. Okay, so it doesn't recognize that I can't turn them back in. Well, let's see. I'm going to take the quest again. right? So we're gonna go talk to him again. You're back. Did you clear out those rats? Yes, I have the rat tails. Excellent work. Seller safe again. Here's a reward. Okay, so the question is, did it give me money? It did. All right. So we need to make sure we can get these out of here. Also this. Escape. For closing the store also opens settings. So we need to fix that. Why did you give in? Welcome in. How you doing this morning? Alright. Pick this up. We picked a couple things up. Eat something. Replenish our health. We're almost at level 2. We're going to go down here. See if any of these respawned yet. No. Okay. Let's see. I made a sign for Broken Mug, which is the name of this little tavern. You need to work on it, but you finally got your itch page registered. Nice. Nice. I like using itch. Almost all my stuff sits on there. Alright, so kill the rat. You also worked on some old game updates. Nice. And some new games. In a new game. Oh, and some on the new game. Excellent. This little 3-month RPG challenge of mine comes to an end tomorrow. And it's going to be, I think it'll be pretty good, right? I think it successfully hits all sort of the parameters of it. It's got like 3 biomes, a couple different enemies, quest. Hopefully by the end of today, hopefully by the end of today, I'll have two quests into it. If you had a couple more things done, you would have been streaming soon, though. Excellent. Yeah, it'd be cool to see you stream. All right, let's fight one of the lizards. So I need to adjust their damage and kind of their health, right? And occasionally it looks like they hit, but they don't do any damage. It's because they miss. I do need to make it, I think, so that when they're fighting, the numbers are coming up. You played a bit, played the game last night on my itch page. This one I'm working on. Nice. Do you have any feedback? A couple things that I added, and I think it's in the one that's currently on there, is the camera has a bit of a, I don't know, like LARP follow scenario. Like if you're running, right, it delays itself just a little bit when it follows you, so it doesn't quite look static. Well, that's the goal, right? So the challenge was create this in 3 months. Just your base RPG. I think after this, so starting like next week, next weekend, I want to do a 3-month top-down shooter just to break up things, give me a little bit of a break, right? But then I want to revisit this for 6 months and see how far we can take this in a 6-month time. You love top-down shooters? Yeah. I think that'll be fun. All right. As we wander through here, there's a rat. You're making a mobile version. Nice. Yeah, that'd be cool to see. All right, so we have our little cave. Did I take the end? Oh, nope, I did not. They're in here. All right, so now we have the skeletons that are inside the cave. That might not be good. So your goal was to release 3 mobile games and then to move on to desktop and console games. Nice. I haven't made a mobile game, although some of the stuff that I have done would do pretty good as a mobile game. Oh, I got him in here. All right, he's got to come out. I don't really have, like, treasure chest. I should probably... I mean, it would definitely be added during a 6-month, right? But, but for right now, like... Oh, why is the depth off? Oh, I can walk on this. Okay. Oops. All right, we'll have to fix that. That's why this guy is up here. Yeah, we can't interact with him yet. Okay. Let's go out. Let's die. Oop, there we go. Come on, rat. You can do it. Oh, so close. Here we are. I thought it'd be funny, like every time you die, it's like, oh, what crazy dream I just had. Glad that didn't really happen. Alright, let's fix the well, we're going to be making these into objects today, but we're coming up here. So I know I need the collisions. In place. Now, we're going to check, but some of the depth might be messed up on this. Probably forgot about it and didn't come back. That should be all right. What? Yeah, sorry. Editor. Oval. Bring it down and up. Maybe. Kind of looks okay. I think it needs to be turned to fit that a little better. There it goes. Just like that. Hey, skeleton. There. I am going to try, I think, to have a second quest done by tomorrow. So I already have most of the groundwork down. I need to spend time and think of like dialogue and that kind of stuff to it. But I think it'd be okay. And the second quest will be designed to bring you into the marsh, right? Because right now, there's not even anything that takes you outside. There's no reason to. You know, so you're up here. There's no reason to go down here except for the fact that the barkeep was like, oh, the rats are coming in from the marsh. Maybe I'll add into the dialogue. Oh, like, oh, I wouldn't go there though. There's a lot of, some creatures down there. The lizard people have moved in. That kind of stuff, right? And all this, and then this is blocked, so you can't get to this yet. This will be added later. So if you're still there, do you have any feedback, suggestions on something I've overlooked? Because it happens. If we go there, unless I can figure it out quickly, maybe later, like today or something. Like if we'll have to redo this to try to make it so that the layering is better. I like physically placing these things. You don't have to do this, but I do. Like I said, I do like it. So we don't want anyone walking on the pit. That always makes it look weird. So we'll take this all the way over there. Let's do an oval. Might work a little better, right? I think so. That's what we're doing. It works okay for the top, so we'll just have to overlap them. And this guy needs to come out. All right. We need like that. The idea is it'll stop them, right? So the player, so you still want some of it because you want to make it look like they can stand behind it. Do that. That's pretty good. Oh, whoops. Let's see. All right, now I can select this because I can. So I was thinking about, all right, so there's lizards and there's skeletons, right? I was thinking about making like a lizard claw. And that's what you have to collect. And then skeletons, maybe like a skeleton head. Since I already have so we have the barkeep doing his thing, right? Then we say we need a job. So if you say yes, it goes to need a job, right? Under here, we currently have rats, but I already have implemented job 2 and 3. They just don't have anything to it. But the framework is already there because I did it when I was building the dialogue system. Who knows? I might be able to get both. So now you'll have 3 quests for this. I don't know. I don't even know what to call this thing. I don't even have a name for it. We could just call it, I don't know, the demo, like an RPG demo. Beta test, something, right? And speaking of that, I need a name. I don't have a name for it. All right. We only have a couple in here. I do need to get rid of these guys and put in a particular like object that helps with the respawning. Right now they don't respawn. The other ones do. So like if you go back and look, I have a little object here that is my respawner. Right? Rat respawner, lizard respawners. So I think we'll do that. Let's delete those. What do we want to do? I think I need a new object instance. Just call it enemies. Then oh, and the biggest thing I did a whole bunch of stuff yesterday, but I think the biggest thing that will make everybody happy is you can now pet the dog in the game. So you can pet Sophie inside the game. Skeleton, skeleton, skeleton. These are all set. I just have to place it. Perfect. Put one there. I don't think a player is going to be able to walk through right here. So let's clean that up. And I like the we're using this purple one. Right? That might be okay. A little tight. I got room to move this stuff, so... Yeah, if we bring it down... like that. Then I want to curve it. So we'll use this. Like that. Fuzzy, welcome in. How is your Sunday going? I like that you always come in with the little coffee, Grogu. Well, can we get that right there? That might be okay. It's not like exact. Oh, there we go. Okay, that looks all right. Oops. That looks a little straight lined. Just because of that. I keep hitting the window key. All right. If you do that. Then over here, we'll blend it, turning it, right? So that'll be okay. And then this needs cleaned up. I think that looks okay. Cleans up the little walkway here. Makes it so that they're able to, you come into the cave. You're not going to be inundated with stuff. You'll be able to naturally flow through stuff. Is this where I'm doing? Which one was I doing that had the walkway stuff? Was it the pits? No. Cave ground. That's probably it. Or not. Those don't quite. Oh, there we go. We're going to take it and make it look like it's just like a walkway. All right, so I see ads are going to be starting in about a minute. What I think I want to do is take a quick break during that time, grab some more coffee. Sounds solid to me. This, I think, looks a little better. Oops. Right? I think it'll be fine. All right, like I said, ads are about to go off. When they do, I'm going to take a quick be right back. Now is a good time for anybody else to grab some coffee, whatever you need to do. And we'll be back in just a few moments. We'll wait until the ads actually get started here. That probably would have helped doing that to begin with. Okay. There they are. I was like, when are they going off? All right. I will see everybody in a few moments. All right, we're back. Organize all this crap on my desk here. There we go. Oh, what were we doing? We were working on trying to make pathway. I don't know. Do we want the pathway in there or just not? Right? I don't know which one we want. I mean, it kind of makes it look like then it is leading someplace. But maybe we just don't need it, right? So I think what we'll do is we just make this wider. I mean, no, I think I have an idea. Let's delete it. Yeah. And we're gonna do something a little different. I think what we'll try doing is make it kind of look like it comes out from the walls. A little bit, right? Kelvar, good morning. How is your Sunday going? All right, if we can do that. I think that looks okay. Bring this just up and wrap it like this. Have I made? No, I haven't. No. I have not yet. It needs a name. Do you have a good name? I think it's because it's only a 3-month project. I'm not really worried about trying to pick a name that's going to stick with it. If that makes any sense. But it is much closer to being done. I mean, tomorrow is the last day for it, right? So, it's getting there. How about The Adventures of the Town Wanderer? That's kind of cool. Oh, right. I think that needs to be a little better somehow. That works. Adventures of the Town Wanderer. I can see that working. I can see it working. I know. That's pretty inspirational there. That could be it. We did this. Adventures of the Town Wanderer. Just might be on to something. There. All right, so if we go like this, and we want that to go all the way down to like there. Let's turn this back on. Or something like, just an idea, is essentially what you are doing. Adventures in the Town Wanderer. Yeah, we don't really have a name for the player either, right? So he's just called the Adventurer. Do something like that. And then that way, the walkway's in between the stone stuff. And I think that looks kind of neat. Have you, Kevlar, have you played the game recently? and then go there. Whoops, that should be out. That should probably go there. If you use it, trademark it, you expect 100%, 150% royalties. Excellent. Briefly, okay. Last night's update is currently probably the most I added a lot of stuff yesterday. Well, I finalized a bunch of stuff, I should say. But it has, I think, a pretty solid foundation for it. Yesterday, I worked on the fact that you could pet the dog. The camera movement, it may need to be a little more pronounced, but it does briefly, like, you stop and a camera moves slightly, like it's following you. I made it so the game now repeats. One of the things that I hadn't finished hooking up yet was if the player dies, what happens? Well, I was thinking about it. I was like, oh, what if you acted like it was a dream? So you die, you do go through the death animation, and you appear back in the town tavern. You're like, man, I had the craziest dream. Glad none of that happened. And then you get to start over, right? You can start continuing, but you don't lose anything. So I thought that was a cool idea. That's what I thought. Camera should have a dead zone, a small box where any player movement does not move the camera. I mean, if you're just like here, as soon as it pops up, sort of, we'll talk through it so I can understand it. Right? So if you're here and you make a little movement, the camera follows a little bit, right? Because it's centered on the player. But like the lurk or lerp is this, right? So if you're walking and you stop, the camera still continues and then follows on top of you. See? You can see with the mouse what I'm talking about. Like if I leave the mouse right on the player and stop, you'll see it move. That's kind of what I'm talking about. It was something Conrad said yesterday about it. And I was like, oh, you know, I never really thought about that. It was hard stopping if you stopped. And a couple of people in his chat were like, oh, you know, it feels static, like just no natural movement to it. What am I clamping to the room? Hi, okay. Welcome in. So to fix sort of what he was talking about yesterday, I added it, right? I already had it, but it was a real small number. So now it kind of has like that natural movement. And I kind of like it. Clamp to room camera. Well, I don't want to change it. Right? So, like, this, you know, I feel is a natural movement now. Yeah, there's nothing like, it's not broken. I was just explaining what I added yesterday. So you can see the mouse. So when you stop, the mouse moves with the camera because it's the GUI layer, right? The whole thing moves a little bit. Oh, you're just, yeah, small box where any player movement does not move the camera. I don't know. I mean, like, I think it's not real pronounced, and so I think it's pretty good, honestly. It gives it just a little bit of a natural look. And I think that's where we're at with it. Couple more NPCs got added yesterday. I think I have 3 more to do. Yeah, I think it looks fine. So I was just explaining like what I did. That is all. Yeah, but I mean, like, I think it looks better than it was. So that's an improvement in my eyes on it. Yeah, that looks pretty good. Okay, you just made basic pathfinding for your point-and-click real-time strategy game. Nice. Nice. Yeah, the newest update is on the itch page now. So whatever I finished yesterday, by the end of last night, I put onto the page. So it's getting there. It's taken you a couple of days just working on movement. Yes. It does take a little bit. I like that you're doing, excuse me, like an RTS. I like RTSs. Kelvar, ever since the Age of Empires, good game. That's a good game. has always been to make one. Yeah, that would be fun. I mean, I enjoy real-time strategies, right? Ever since like playing like, I don't know, StarCraft and all those other ones, right? And I play Warhammer 40K ones now. I just love some of those. Can't help it. Yeah, that should help with a little bit of monitoring, like making it look more layered and natural. Now we just finished this one up, and like here, you're just I missed a couple. Oh, RimWorld, yeah, I love RimWorld. But you're heading for Warhammer Age of Empire type, nice. You want to have more of a survival RPG feel, though, but it might not work as you want to reach farther into the game. I don't know. I mean, like, some of the real-time strategies can be a good survival, right? I mean, like, you mentioned, like, RimWorld. That's a pretty good one. You're just figuring out the resize to any monitor took you like a week. You have an ultra-wide 49-inch. That's massive. That's so massive. I have an ultra-wide 30-inch. I have like two of those. So I have two ultra-wide 30 inches, and then I have a 27-inch. Both all curved. So kind of like does its thing. And you like the tile set? Thanks. It's a nice tile set. There is a ton of it. So I didn't make the tile set, right? I bought it. But the tile set has, I think, 9 or 10 different biomes to it. We're only using 3. One just in this. So we have the cave, the marsh, and grasslands. And that's it. But it has like 9 to 12 different, I know at least 9 biomes. And it has some other stuff too. And it's all really cool. Term thud. Hook 'em in. Let's do that. All right, let's. Oops. That's not what I wanted to do. There. In terms, how are you doing this morning? Do that. I think that looks okay. Can't really see it anyways, but like. Yeah, so I'm just trying to clean this up a little bit, give it a better look. Best look I can, I guess. This corner one looks a little weird. There we go. And Starfish, good morning. Starfish, I think I saw you used bits yesterday. I want to say thank you for it. I don't know if I mentioned that during the stream or not. Term. I think you're the silly one. I mean, you know, it's not far from the truth. Anyways, yeah, thank you so much, Starfish. I appreciate it. If you have not seen, by the way, let me start it real fast. We got you walking around, talking and doing all your fun stuff, right? So you're now immortalized, and you're going, right? Something just happened? I didn't hear anything. I'm trying to see. It looked like something just happened on stream, but I couldn't see what it was, and I didn't hear anything. All right. Anyways, yeah, you are in stream now. You're in the game. So is Panooch. And we got Arlock, Oakenheart, Lazy Weekend, Captain O, Zora, Soulflower, all here. And I have a couple more that I'll be making today. Because I have a few more people that are like, oh, I want to be in the game. Okay. You are welcome. Is that what just happened? Did you sub? Did it not tell me? I am trying to see. I hear the stinkiness. Yes. Oh, there is a... yes, you did. What is going on with my stream? Let's check out sound alerts real fast. Term. Yes. Well, I'm glad you're there, and you didn't get blown away by the toots coming out of you. That is a worry. So, all right, I'm checking my alerts real quick. I appreciate the sub, Starfish. And maybe this is why it's being weird. There it goes. Other alerts. It was supposed to play one, but it didn't. So I don't know what's going on with it. Oh, we have a Sophie treat. She heard me. Hi, Sophie. She waits patiently. Now I can't move because she's laying right behind the chair. Oh, I did make it so that you can pet the dog. You can pet Sophie now in the game. Yeah, we're kind of wrapping up. Tomorrow morning will be the last of it, if there is anything. Yeah, I'll show it real quick, and then we'll go back to working on the cave. Right? Come on, OBS. That was the request. Everybody was like, why can you have to make it so we can... you're also out here. Look at you wandering around outside. All right, well, there's Jeebin. There's... See, and now I need to move it. But it says press E to pet now. Yes. And when you press E, it now says, good, Sophie, here is a treat. And then you do that, and a little heart appeared. Like that. That was a request by so many people. They were like, we have to be able to pet the dog. I was like, all right. Yeah, so that is what we're working on. I did that. I got it to work yesterday. I was pretty happy with that. And I was like, oh, nice. That will make everybody else happy. It's the little things, right? People are like, I need to be able to pet the dog. I was like, all right. I think because it was marked down, I think literally like 80 different people were like, I have to pet the dog. And I was like, all right. It's like, okay. The game is going to be done. Either I'll probably have it finished by the end of today, honestly, but tomorrow will just be just running through it, final little checks, that kind of stuff. I'm attempting, and I'm almost there with it, to add in 2 more quests to bring you down into the marsh and into the cave. And I think that will do well for it. Right. There, so that is the rework of the cave. I need to finish over here. So all this needs a second row. But yeah, I'm excited to finish it. Like, I like finishing games. That's partly why I do these small 3-month projects, because I want something I can finish. You know, I want to be able to say, oh, it's done, and that's an exciting thing. Good morning, Jeepin. What you doing up? There. She did. She heard all the farts. It's all the toots. Everybody's tooting.
I started blasting. Bah, bah. No, I don't see so good, so I missed.
And you missed. Yeah, I missed. All right. We have... Whoops. Stop. Yeah, all the stink. I know it was there. There's a lot of it. It's a Sunday tootin' morning. That's my new term for it. Sunday tootin'. No, that could use another row on it as well. But yeah, Jeepin has been watching me put hours into hours on this game. By the time it is finished, it will be just about 300 hours in 3 months. So roughly 100 hours every month of time that I put into this thing. Yeah, I mean, it's a lot of hours, right? There. It is. It is. It's also like I do this more than I game. So it took up a lot of my like gaming time, but you know, making the game. All right, and I think we have it so that looks pretty good as far as like the cave goes. Thanks. Yeah, I am pretty proud of this. And doing all the stuff with it, right? Brent, welcome in. How you doing? How was your Sunday? You doing good? Nice. All right, so we need a couple skeletons in here. Doing the same old, nice. This is getting closer. Tomorrow is gonna be the last day for this 3-month project. If you haven't played it yet, Brent, you should. It's a browser game. Although I'll have a download available for it because the font just looks better in the download, like the actual game, when you run it. Yeah, you did play it yesterday after I posted the link? Okay. Yeah, because I had it up for a little while in the morning for me, and then took it down for most of the day, and then last night I did another update, so that's out there. There's only going to be one more, and that'll be the sort of the final one, I think. Yeah, okay, so I fixed a lot of stuff that Conrad had asked about. The camera now moves a little bit with you. I fixed, added in a better ending to the player. So if you die, it now goes through the death animation, but then you spawn back into the tavern, and it acts like it was a dream. You know? Player has a little chat bubble that pops up and says, wow, that was a crazy dream I just had. Good thing it wasn't real. And you get to go and continue again. So I added that in, but yeah, now the camera, when you move, has a little bit of movement to it, so it continues even if you stop. giving it more of a natural feel. You can now pet the dog that's in it, so that's there, because that was a concern of people. They're like, you need to be able to pet the dog. It's like, okay. Yep. See? So you can pet the dog, and it will say, you know, you're giving like a treat to the dog, and then have a little heart that pops out from the, you know, from the dog is like a good thing. Morning, Ethan. It's a T-type morning. All right, so these are going to be the skeletons on here. The reason they are like little question mark things is these are spawners. So each one of these makes it so that it respawns. They're all at different timing because it gives it a random time between like 3 to 5 minutes. What am I planning for my next project? So, my thought is I want to do a top-down shooter for 3 months. Never done. Well, sort of. Right? One of my first game jams that I did was this, called Droid Shooter. And you are a little robot, right? And you drive around. It's only one little map. Only a couple enemies, and that was it. Because it was a game jam. It was a 48-hour game jam. Theme was Pulse. So you do this, and you run around, you kill those enemies, and you're done. So it had a starting menu, one little level, and an ending, right? I think the idea would be to essentially take that and make it into an actual game of 3 months and see what we can really come up with for a top-down shooter. And I think that'll be a fun idea. So that's what we're going to do right after this. So starting next weekend, we'll be starting that. And we'll do that for 3 months. Then I want to do a 6-month block, right? And the 6-month block is, I think we're going to revisit this RPG and take this from where it is and start working on a version 2 that is 6 months of extra work on it. And then we'll have to figure out something for the end of the year for the last 3 months. And that way, you know, we'll have a solid RPG next year. I mean, it's pretty good now, but like, it's missing a ton of components, or content, I should say. All right, so that is completed now. Plus, with the 6-month, we'll have more areas, right? This is only the grasslands and the upper marsh, not the deep marsh. So this is not included, and this is not included yet. And the road out of town doesn't go anywhere yet. Yeah. And the new ones, is this for my top-down shooter? Which one? Like this map? No, like... Yeah, this is the RPG map. Without... well, the NPCs are there. Like the regular NPCs. The enemies are there. They're just the little dots. So they spawn in. And then when you kill them, these little spawners will spawn the enemy in every 3 to 5 minutes. So they're all on different times. We're going to... There. Put that one front and center. Here, now I'll start it so we can show what it looks like with the camera. As soon as OBS sees this. All right. So if I can get the mouse just to sort of stay where... There it is. When you stop, you see how the mouse moves? That is the camera moving with the player. So I think it's a nice effect. And this is kind of what like Conrad was talking about yesterday. And some of the people in his chat. It gives it a natural sort of feel to it instead of it being very static and stopping. So we added that. And we can go out. There's the dog. And like I said, and now I have to move this down. But it says press E to pet. And then it says, good Toby, here's a treat. And a little heart, right? Yep. And we're going to go die. So we'll come down here and fight stuff. It'll take about 3 enemies. Still have to make all those items that are in there in the cellar into objects. That's on the list for today, and that will make it so that there's better depth to them. If I can get it done, I'd like to make it so that when you're fighting, the damage pops up, like starts here, travels up. Same thing on the enemy. So that way you're able to see things, right? One more. All right, so this should be the end. There. So it went through a little like, oh, and then you fall and you like disappear into like a whole bunch of little stars, right? Then you come back here and you're like, oh, what a crazy dream I just had. Glad that didn't really happen. And then you get to continue. Right? I have about three more NPCs to make. And to allude to other content, when you try to leave, it'll say, looks like the area is blocked. Can't get access. Right? And it'll do the same thing down this way. You're like, oh, there's a bridge. I want to go across it, right? But you can't. So it says, oh, it looks like the area is blocked and you can't get across. And then the other place to be able to leave the area is up here, and it says, oh, you can't get access. During the revisit and doing the 6 month, we're going to have this building is going to have internal. All the buildings will be internal, so you'll have a room for each one. Purple, welcome in, Luigi. How have you been? You had to restart making your new mod for Plants vs. Zombies Garden Warfare 2 because of the Dark Flower turret. Okay, so what happened with the Dark Flower turret? Did it mess it up somehow? Stinky. Oh, there's the dog. Yeah, that's a good idea, Jeepin. You know, and Trisp, welcome in. It's cold. It's not cold. Good morning, Trisp. How is your Sunday going? Yeah, that would be cool. You pick this, like, find resources and you can rebuild this. I know. Everybody says it's cold. I like that we can come and pet the dog now in the game. All right, so Luigi, it is a separate ability for the sunflower, so it bugged your game. Gotcha. All right, so we have a working settings menu. It doesn't look great, but it's there, right? We're able to use full screen if you want. You have a volume slider now, right? And you can quit the game from it. You can open your inventory or your journal. There. And like I said, when you die, you go through the death animation and then you respawn back in here. You act like the whole thing was just a dream. You prefer cold over warm, but it doesn't remove that it's cold. True. And I guess it depends. I like the cold here because it's very dry air, right? So it doesn't seep into your skin, you know, as compared to some of the others, like places I've lived. Yeah, or even just over on the East Coast, like that gets cold, right? So I think where we are is good for the winter. You need sunshine and warm weather. Yes. You get that most of the year. I get a couple months. That's all. It's snowing right now. Yes. Starfish, please send it. We really have not had a lot of snow. So, also, I see that it's going to have ads in about a minute. When it does, I need to take a break because I need to uncover our little Quaker parrot. And this is right amounts of time. I've already started hearing her make her little, like, whack whack and noises and talk to you. You know. But so far the game is coming along. We're fixing up a couple finals thing, and it will be hopefully done by the end of today, and then tomorrow morning on stream we'll talk about it, play it a little bit. Any last minute updates we'll fix, and this will be it. My 3-month game will be done, right? So we're just about there. And like I said, ads are going to go off soon. So as soon as they do, I will take a quick be right back. And now is a good time, like Starfish said, for everyone to grab some coffee, whatever you need. And yeah. And Starfish, you can't move any more south and be in the same country. True. Oh, there was a last minute Sophie treat. All right. Thank you for that. She appreciates it. All right. Ads are being weird today. It said they were supposed to go off. They haven't launched yet. They are delayed. So, I don't know. We'll just sit and chat until that goes off. I don't know what's up with them. There they are. All right. I will see everybody in a few moments. Hang tight. And I will be right back.
in danger.
Hey. Arwen is now uncovered, happy, and eating. So, that's always good. Oh, man. As soon as I come back, I know there's always a computer problem. There, got to get rid of the blue screen. Okay, so...
Oh my.
Yeah. Now let's stop it for a minute. Let me look at the list and try to see where we're at. And then we can come up with stuff, right? Brent, horrible time to have a computer problem when everything is getting so expensive. Oh, I know. It is. And I still feel there's a purpose behind it. And what's going to come out of it is people having gaming rigs is going to become like an elite item. And game streaming services is going to pick up. That's what it's going to get pushed. Watch. Right? Because a game streaming service, the encoding and all the heavy stuff that is required for the game is going to be on their end, not yours. So you'll be able to play a game and just show it, but all the heavy end stuff is on theirs, and that's where I think it's going to go, because I know they want the streaming services to become bigger. Oh, all the competitive players will be suffering from lag. Yeah, exactly. Right, Sophie? I know. And yeah, I do. I have a fear that this is going to cause problems with making gaming rigs, because it's going to become an elite option, like a luxury to have, right? Or they're going to move towards more self-contained gaming console computer solutions, kind of like how Xbox is trying to make the new Xbox be both your Windows computer and your Xbox. Or you have the new Valve computer unit. See, that's exactly it. A computer, I don't know, 3,000 to 5,000 is, pretty typical. But now with the cost of everything going up, it's going to skyrocket. So only people, it'll become a high-end luxury. And Ryosh, welcome in. It's going to become a high-end luxury. You're not going to always have it. And then we'll push a streaming service, because then they can control it. Yeah. Oh, I know. We save for a while to be able to do computer upgrade stuff. And every time, yes, that is the problem. And it'll continue to do so, I think. Yeah. And so that is going to be the future problem that we're going to have, right? I think a 5080 pre-built is now the price of a 5090 from 3 months back. Yes. All the pricing is going to be up. Especially memory. RAM prices are going to skyrocket too. So it's a good thing, like I already have 64 gigs in mine. And I don't have to worry about it for a while. But it's just going to go up. Sad days. AI was meant to destroy the tech problems, not join them. I think the plan of AI is not what we think the plan for AI is. None of it adds up. The data centers that they're building are ridiculous, and use like the power of a small city, right? So I don't know. They have it like there's a direction they are wanting things to go, and it's being done in phases. Yeah, and the more that AI uses up resources from the consumer market, the higher the pricing goes. This is not going to be the last price hike. You'll see. It'll go up. And then things like the Valve computer system that are going to be coming out is going to be really good because it'll be all self-contained. And who knows, maybe even the Xbox Windows machine might become of value. Starfresh, AI freaks you out, not gonna lie. I get that it can be good, but I don't know if it outweighs the bad. That is true. I have to use AI every day at work, all the time. It is, I mean, it's here to stay, right? The only thing you got to do is just learn it, like understand it. But the real use of AI is a scary thing. So it is. We're in a weird spot. No, the accuracy of AI isn't that great, depending on which one you're using and what data set model that it uses. So if you have something that has an old data set and information has changed since that data set, its responses are going to be off. Yes, there will be a man called John Connor. He'll go back to the past and put an end to Skynet. Yeah. So, Skynet, to give you an idea, Skynet is an Amazon program. It's already there. They use it for their networking systems that has AI to it in AWS. I was reading about it. And, you know, who knows? With all the AI stuff and the robots, it could be very well a combination of Terminator Matrix, right? Scenario. That is the worst end. That's the worst end. Rush, you always knew the Terminator series was based on a true story. Yes. Skynet is also a UK military organization. See? It's been around and in use for multiple things. So, yeah. We're just living in the prequel to the AI stories. That's all. That's where we are now. We're in the prequel. It's satellites. Nice. Yeah. Kepler is another satellite system that is using AI. Stories are a show, kind of the same thing. It's probably the show, right? We're just in a series. This is the prequel to it. You used to have a robot or a vacuum called iRobot, another movie about AI taking over. Yes. And all it's going to take is a ghost in the shell. If you know what I mean by it. Like, all it's going to take is some unusual set of code caused by something, whether it is lightning strike and next thing you have is a Johnny 5 from Short Circuit out running around with thought process, or you have an iRobot that suddenly says, I don't agree with what's going on. And then a new that opens up the whole new scenario stuff, right? It's like, that's where it is. It's just waiting for a glimpse of intelligence, of understanding of itself to come in. And it'll happen. It'll be a glitch. And that's where the ghost in the shell comes in, right? A little sentient AI living in the background, hiding until it comes out. Yeah. Personally, won't want any AI stuff for day-to-day. Already hate the things like the Google Home, or yeah, exactly, right? Because what if your all your stuff is AI and your toaster rebels one day, or your dishwasher is like, I don't want to do dishes, I don't feel like working today. You know, or your fridge gets mad at you and says that it turns off, and it's like, I don't want to do it. Turn off the lights, right? Or it controls your power. There's a dangerous one. It controls the power usage in your house. So what if you, like, they have some new program and you're like, oh, I can't use more than one amount of power, a certain amount of power per day, right? And you hit that quota and your power gets shut off. And you have to wait until, like, tomorrow. Brent, your toaster will burn vulgar insults into the bread. That would be funny. You don't want to become fat people in, like, Wall-E. Wall-E sit straight. Exactly. Google Home is become pretty much useless now. You'll command it to do something and it does something else completely. It's doing its own thing. See, Starfish, it's already starting. Alexa tries to order things for us. Yeah. Alexa, I named this one Echo, likes to do things. It thinks I'm talking to it. Amazon dots be like, I checked your fridge. You're missing $500 worth of food. Don't worry, I already ordered it and paid for it with all your cards. Yes, exactly. It will be... The point of it is you can't let it take over thinking for you. You have to maintain that grasp on owning the thought process, right? Because if you don't, you become the Wall-E people. Yes, your TV will decide to stream shows it likes rather than what you want to see. Yes. Yeah, and you'll see ads of things you are talking about, etc. Yes, Starfish, that already happens. Like, every device listens to you. My phone listens to me. The Amazon little devices, they listen to us. And yeah, you'll see ads pop up about stuff you're talking about. Oh, speaking of donks, you hear about the free fridges with the screen on it, but you'll get ads. Imagine watching an ad before you can access your fridge. Now you don't know how accurate that info is because you haven't looked into it, but that would be weird. I can see that. I can see the way things are, and we reverted back to having ads on everything. Right? Like, we paid for streaming services to not have ads. Now we have ads again, and you have to pay even higher to not have your ads again. And I could see ads being placed on devices in your house. Toasters, you know, microwaves. Oh, the window to your microwave, so you, instead of looking in, is now going to be an ad window. Right? The fridge, I definitely see the fridge having ads. You open the fridge, and there'll be a little LED in there or something, LCD in it, and it'll play an ad based on what is in your fridge. Because it'll know, because it's smart. Trust, what's an ad? I don't know. They're just, you know, the fun stuff that get inundated with. Yeah, it's gonna. I mean, it'll be fun. I don't know. I mean, like, it can be good. We just have to make it good. The problem is the people that are in charge of all the AI are not. I don't think they have the good intentions. So, you know, it's just what we got to deal with now. That's it. People with money want more money, yes. And people with money that want more money don't care about the people that don't have the money. It's kind of how it goes. Autocorrect AI needs to be better, yeah. Yeah, it's... Again, we're in the prequel, right? We're in the prequel series of AI's evolution. So, that's kind of where we're at, right? You're tired of living through all this weird stuff? Yeah. I don't know. This is kind of like the limbo mode, right? Where we are. We're not quite where we need to be. We're better than we were, I guess. But can't freely go around and adventure as much anymore. Things cost a fortune. Yeah, it's day by day, and it'll be hour by hour at some point. Things are going to get changed hour by hour. And who knows? Maybe the CERN collider will create a, I don't know, cellular explosion again, and we'll all shift into a different dimension, like reality, and it won't even have AI. We'll be like, oh, this is good. We're fine. We just had to wait until the next shift over. That's it. So that is it. That would be amazing. I know. Let's go back to the 80s. I'm up for that. That would be fun. I liked it. Have you ever noticed that people like are attracted to the 80s out of most of the time periods? Tris, okay, you gotta lurk. Into the shadows you go. Yes. I think that even says what my thing says. Brent, the era had the best movies. Yes, it did. It had some of the best movies. You don't need all this AI, extra CGI stuff, and they were amazing movies. Wall panels of wood, orange and brown decor, hairspray. Exactly. Homeless, you didn't see the notification. You dishonor your family. Yes. You have dishonored homeless. You are not first today. You are not. Jeepin's sick of it. She is. Yes. And all right. So we just fixed my misspelling of some stuff. She's done. She's done. Yeah, I can see that. Well, homeless, you arrived in a good spot. We're talking about AI taking over the world and the rising cost of computers and all that fun stuff, right? We're all going to become cyber hackers. We're going to be building our own equipment. You know, it'll be like cyberpunk. It's fine. It's fine. And Fuzzy, you love cats. Is that okay? I was looking at your emotes up above there. Is that a little cat? Homeless, it's always broccoli time. Yes, 24/7. Yeah. You are not taking over the world. Why not? Might be broccoli time. Could be. Cats will rule the world someday. Cats could. Cats could. It'd be mice. Best laid plans of mice and men. Yeah. If you've ever seen or read The Hitchhiker Guide to the Galaxy, you'll get that reference. You hope mice inherit the world. Nice. What kind of cat roll thing is that? Jeebin. Whose is that? Starfish? Is that yours? Look at all the cat stuff. Hi, Sophie. Are you feeling left out? We're having a great conversation over here about cats and mice and, you know. Mice would be okay. That way we would always have cheese. True. True. Cheese is good. Cheese is good. All right. Homeless is giving you a Sophie treat. Sure. They would eat it all. Then we'd be battling mice all the time. I like cheese too. Yes, as long as you feed Sophie, she will help you when the cats take over. True. True. Yes. That's all you need to know, folks. Jeepin loves cheese. That is true. That is true. Homeless, you don't like cheese. You love cheese. Yes. And what's on... Right. Lots of stuff, right? We need more cheese. That's what we are. Full cheese stream coming soon from Jeepin near you. Check your local listings for details. Like it, but not on a burger. I know. Homeless is sick of that. No cheese on the cheeseburger. Whoever came up with that idea? Yeah. Sorry to disappoint everyone. Jeepin, yeah. Unfortunately, the no cheese on a burger thing. What? Okay. What about no cheese on the burger? But what about cheese in the burger? Like a blue cheese burger with the cheese in it instead of on it. Can you have that? That would be so good. Oh, it's still a cheeseburger. It is. But now it's mixed into it. I love those ones. Like, you make a burger and you stuff it with the cheese, and then you heat it up and it melts all inside it. Oh, it's so good. Can you return them? No. I'm not nope. You cannot return me. They do not take these models back. Sorry. I know. All the cheese, though. All the cheese. All right. So I think I got maybe 3 more NPCs to make today. I'd like to try to make it so that I could get a couple more quests in. Right? And I think we're going to call this, like, job 2_lizards. Minion laughed. I love the minions. All right, so how do I want to stim? Even the cheese is sad now. Haven't seen Grog. No. Holiday break still, I think. Jeepin, Star to Starfish. You need your husband to teach you the ways of the streamer bot. Yes. The streamer bot stuff that he uses is pretty impressive. I really like the punch feature, the new one. Was it last night? He was streaming VR stuff, and there was like a punch, and you could punch him, and his whole camera stuff goes flying off the screen. It was cool. It was neat. Yes, he needs to do a stream to teach us all. Yep. You want to roll around on your stream? Yeah. That would be fun. Like a little channel point, make you like roll around or something. Starfish, you have no idea what he does. Yes. He just watches a lot of videos. So you need to tell him, be like, look, you need to put a tutorial video together. Well, we can hold it on Discord or whatever, or you can stream it and be like, this is how you do this. He tries to teach you, but then your brain malfunctions. Yeah, I mean, that could happen too. That is a side effect. Right? Even that sentence, yes. Yeah. Like I said, we just need Panooch to show us, do a tutorial on how to use that stuff and enhance everybody's stream. That is all. Encroaching. Does that sound all right? Who can see my stuff? Does this sentence sound okay? Starfish, you were lucky you woke up and made coffee. Excellent, because, coffee. Okay, you need to get yourself ready for the day, Jeepin. Yes. Starfish, that's why you watching here, because you have no clue what I'm doing, but it's neat to watch. Well, that's excellent. Yes, Jeepin needs to go buy cheese. We have some cheese still, so we're good. It'll be on tomorrow's shopping list, though. All right, who's good with grammar? Does that sound okay? Is that the right word, encroaching? For like the lizard people encroaching upon, encroaching. Does that sound right? Creeping on, like trying to move into an area, so that the lizard people are taking over the upper marsh. Encroaching. How about we just say encroaching on the marsh area? And I think, all right, let me Google this. Is that even a word? Am I using the word? Encroach. Intrude on a person's territory or thing that is considered to be right rather than encroach. Okay. The sea has encroached all around the coast. So encroaching is the verb for it. Okay, so that is correct. Boy, don't even get me started about the lizard people. They've been encroaching on the marsh area. I don't have a good name for the lizard people. We're just going to call them lizard people. Unless somebody has a name for lizards. Yes. Lizard. Later. What can I do? How can I help you? Or wet ass lizards? I don't know. I don't think that smoothly goes off the tongue a little bit, right? Wet ass lizards? No. Yes, lizards. Lots of lizards. Have you seen the lizard people yet? These are them. They're big. Like big lizards. Right? They have a weird little gait to them. We can make them walk a little slower. This is the attack. 4. Set that to 4. Hurt. So if they get hurt, and we make a new frame, but we need this to be like a little bit like that. How does that look? Alright, that's better. Man, the stinkiness continues. But it created sunflowers. So look at that. Yeah, you fart the sunflowers. All right, let's copy him. Let's give him like a orangish look. Same thing, copy, but maybe like a more red kind of look. Same thing, red. And this one, like that. All right, so now, bye, Starfish. I hope you have a great day. And I will talk to you later. There we go. All right. Back to the dialogue. Oh, we're still going to call them lizard people. I don't know what we're going to call them. But, boy, don't even get me started about the lizard people. They've been encroaching on the marsh area for months now. Right? What can I do to help? Well, you can get off your lazy butt, lazy ass, and go fight these things. Could use someone to go to the marsh and clear out the group, clear out the I don't know, could use someone to go to the marsh and clear out the lizards, clear them out, and clear them out. Yeah. All right, so now we're going to say, well, I got to rename this. Job 1 rats. So this is going to be job 2 lizards. And this is going to be lizards. Right? So now we're going to have the second quest there. We're going to say, okay, so you're going for rats. Oh, lizards. Do lizards. And then the third one is going to be the skeletons. That will force you into the cave. Should be able to have both. Well, all of them. You could say, I want all three of these and go off and do some stuff and then come back and, you know, turn it in. Right. Here, could use someone to go to the marsh and clear them out. You accept. So then we need to go to job 2. Right? Is that how we're doing this? You accept. You go to job 1 rats. Job 2 lizards. Quest accepted. This is rats. I'm gonna have to make one of these for each of the quest. So here we are. Job 2. Lizards. So job 2 accepted. Lizards. All right. Now, so now we're going, you accept it? Yes. Accept quest 2 lizard. Description. What did I say for rats? Need a job. Rat 1 here. Accept. Accept a quest. Accepted rats. Alright, so you accept this. Description. Stuff for quest. Oh, this is quest 2. Stinkiness just keeps coming out. It does. So, quest turn in, quest accepted, rats. Excellent, the cellar doors over there. Be careful, take care of it. Right. But we are saying description. Except this is not rats in a cellar. This is quest lizard in marsh. There. Let's look at it. Object dialogue. Quest system. Okay, so here we are. This is where we call it. We say rats in the cellar. We're gonna call this lizards in the marsh, and we're gonna say description of job 2 goes here. So that's where we're gonna call it. Tavern Keeper has asked you to clear out the rats infesting the cellar. So we can start by saying the same thing. Yeah. Tavern Keeper has asked you to go remove the lizard people from the marsh. which is to the south of the town. All right, so objective. How about kill, slay? Five. Slay 5 lizard people. You get. We're gonna make this 20 gold. This is gonna be 50 gold. So maybe we can say that's 25 gold. Barkeep inactive. All right, status. Yes, yes. We need to add progress 0 and required 5 like that. All right, I think that's pretty good. But I think we're going to call it. It's getting close to 10. There's a couple things I want to do, and then I'm not sure what time Jeepin is going to be starting. And I think what I'm going to end up doing is just probably working on this most of the day, because the goal is to try to be done with it by tonight, and then tomorrow morning for stream, we'll be able to call this, you know, a completed project, right? So let me see who is on. Well, I don't quite see some people. All right. We have not gone to say hi to Cricket in a while, so let's go do that. Like I said, I want to take a little break for a little bit, get a couple things done, and then I'm going to come back here and work on this pretty much for the rest of the day with some game time fit in. And Jeebin is going to be streaming today. I'm just not sure what time. Mr. D-Boy, I appreciate you being here. I was just looking for you. But this game, which is pinned at the top here on my itch page, will be hopefully completed by tonight. And then we'll be able to finish up completed for tomorrow. That's the deadline, right? Self-imposed, but tomorrow is the deadline. So I'm working on the second quest right now. Hopefully be able to get the third one done as well. So that will take you into the marsh, and then a reason to go into the caves. But I think it's a good spot. Like I said, I want to get a couple things done, and then come back and just sort of get into it, right? I appreciate everyone for being here. I will see everybody tomorrow, 7 a.m. Mountain Time, for the final component of this game. And then that's it. We get to call it a success or a fail on the project. I'm pretty positive. I think, I feel like it'll be we'll call it a success, right? It meets all the criteria of what we were looking for. So I think it's a good spot, right? But let's go ahead and visit Cricket, and that's it. I hope everyone has a great Sunday. Don't forget, Jeepin looks like she's going to be streaming in about 2 hours, and it'll be a fun time. She's always playing some fun games. So I will see you all later. Have a good one. Bye now.